Afternoon, guys, and welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. I am Millie, and hopefully, y'all will be joining me shortly. It is cold out here, y'all. Let me get my Michigan background ready for y'all because somehow we brought Michigan down here. I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds to join me. We're gonna be talking about kids and credit today. I'm excited, kinda. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see, did that work? It's not loving me all of a sudden. Y'all go ahead, say hi. I'm gonna try to see these comments. I couldn't see everybody's comments yes last time, so I'm gonna try this again. Let's see if we can get this to work like it's supposed to. Y'all know I be having all of this stuff for me, and it don't want to work. I think this is my fault though, honestly, because I did Michigan last time. So now. Mm, Okay, let's see. Say hi. Good afternoon. Wonderful stuff. We're gonna see. I'm gonna give you all a few seconds to get in here because I know it was a slight bit late coming in. I had a call. Mm, Let's see. Let's see if we can get this going. I had three different chat groups, but none of them want to say hi. I got somebody. They said hi. Hi, Trina. How are you? It's cold, y'all. It's like real cold. I know I'm from Michigan, and I'm not supposed to like the cold. I'm supposed to like love the cold and all of that stuff. But they're writing these your parts. Let's see if I do turn this off and then click this button. Let's try this. Okay, listen. I'm sorry, guys. It's cold. Everything's snowed and cold in, so I'm trying to get through today, Tuesday, as quickly as possible. Really quickly, we are talking about children and getting your kids credit ready. Okay, so give me 30 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and jump into this thing. Nothing seems to be working. All right. Well, let's just forget it because it's not working like it's supposed to. I can't see comments or any of that wonderful stuff. So, yay! Okay, so really quickly, a couple things that I wanted to talk about. Let's go to kids and credit. The first question that people ask me all the time: when is a good time to add my kid to their credit card? I got a kid. I want to help get them credit ready. Can I go ahead and add them to my credit card now? First thing I say, do not add your children to the credit. Start building it until they understand credit. You want to make sure that you know why credit exists, what's the purpose of credit. Now, you too, because this works for us adults. If you don't know this yet, don't start getting credit cards till you know this stuff. Um, what is the purpose of credit and how to properly use it? I tell people all the time credit is used for two things: one, to save money, and two, to make money. So, if you're not using your credit to save money or to make money, you should be using your cash, period. Um, when you have had a credit card for at least 2 years and you've properly maintained it, if you have not done good by your credit card, do not add your kids to it. Children that are authorized users get the history that you have of your credit card. So if you didn't do good on your credit card, they're not going to have good credit. They're going to get those late payments that you had. They're going to have the high utilization that you have. They're going to have everything that is on that credit card that you did, they get. So keep that in mind. The third thing is make sure you can safely practice with them. I tell people the story of me adding my son to my Capital One card. And when I added him, it only had a $300 limit. He was giving me 50 to 100 bucks every time he got paid. No problem. Got an alert from Credit Karma and said, "Congratulations, your credit card is in limit has increased." And it said, "Oops, your balance had increased." My credit card increased the limit from 300 to $5,200, and he had used $5,100. I thought I was practicing safely because it was 300 bucks. He was lovely, still giving me that 150. He went out and bought an Xbox and some other stuff with it. But you live and you learn. And now we're practicing again. So that finally, don't practice with them and don't put them on your credit card unless they're about 16 or 17. The reason I say that is because under 18 years of age, you can't just go ahead and get their credit report like we do. We go to credit report request and we get their credit reports and we keep it moving. Well, if you have um, anything else, you can't do that. 16, 17 year olds, you actually have to go to each of the credit bureaus, their minority report, and then you have to send that in along with a copy of their driver's license, a letter explaining why you want their credit report, their social security card, their birth certificate, and your information that proves that you're your parent and can get their credit report for each credit bureau. So you're talking about right now three different letters, sending it to three different places, putting all this information out there, hoping that they get it, and then that they respond with with a copy of your report. Because whenever you add people to a system, you're putting their risk out there. We've had what is it, Target, Walmart, Wendy's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Home Depot, Equifax, Experian. All of these companies have experienced data breaches where information is compromised. The thing is, as an adult, we'll get an alert from Credit Karma or somebody like that shows us why and when our information is compromised. Children don't get that. So if you add them to the system, you can only pull their reports every so often. So you need to make sure that you are um, monitoring it. So if you add them, you have to monitor it. This is why we don't get them too young because we can't monitor it too young. Okay, so what should children and adults know about credit cards before getting them? One, my favorite answer, it's not free money. Hey, Trouble. I mean, Michael, how are you? It's not free money. Credit cards are not free money. We all, not we all, I can just speak for me. I remember my first credit card was a Bank of America credit card. It was $200. I got it right outside the student union at University. Um, and I treated it like it was free money, and it showed up on my credit report like it was free money. Yeah. Or should I say like a bill that I didn't pay? That's kind of what it showed up as. And it haunted me for a long time. The second thing that we need to let us know before we get a credit card, a single late payment will cost you for the next 7 years. One late payment, 7 years. The reason that's important is because we have difficulty understanding forecast. It's real bad. I don't, we think into the future like, everybody knew this storm was coming. They've been talking about this snowstorm since New Year's Day. It finally hit. And of course, Friday night, everybody, Friday, Saturday, and some people on Sunday, was rushing to the grocery store to go buy a pot of milk and bread. I'm still not sure what we're using the milk, but we buy ourselves out of milk and bread, even though we're waiting to the last minute, not trying to gas, all of this stuff because we're not forecasting. hey, I look back at your timeline and literally every single January we get a snowstorm. I don't know why we act like we don't get snow in Alabama. We get one. It usually lasts about 2 to 3 days. Get your groceries for 2 to 3 days. I had a friend that posted said she went to her mama house. It was snowing and she didn't bring enough clothes. It lasts about 3 days, 3 to 4 days. This thing hit Monday. Today is Tuesday. We're gonna have it through Wednesday. By Thursday, we'll be okay. Have enough food till Thursday. Make plans till Thursday. We'll be good. Same thing with your credit. Get your credit card. Realize that if I'm paying late, one late payment, one 30-day late payment, and my credit's gonna be jacked up till 2031. One late payment and my credit's gonna be jacked up till 2031. I can't get y'all. I can't be 30 days late. So with that, I tell people the same thing. Don't overextend yourself. Don't buy it because well, I could go ahead and get it today to get my tax refund about February, so I'll be able to pay it off. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. If you can't buy it and pay it off, that's not for you. Get somebody else to do it. We do those. What is it, the 1 year thing? Um, Interest free for 1 year. My friend is the queen of interest free credit cards for 1 year. The difficulty with that is come month 11, she ain't paid down that balance, and now she trying to hustle up so she don't pay that interest. If you cannot afford it, don't get it in the beginning because you'll overspend yourself, and then you'll be part of the credit traffic. Now, the other thing that goes right along with that is treat your credit card like a debit card. When we swipe our debit card, it comes out of our bank account immediately. I always use the pay every Saturday. I am a football girl. Saturday at 2 o'clock, I sit down, I pay my credit cards off. The reason I pay it off every Saturday at 2 is because I don't want to pay interest. Interest is not my friend. Interest is not in my interest. They don't like me. It's for them. It ain't for me. So I pay my credit card off. I treat it like a debit card. And then that way I get all of the points. I think I got 3 C99s already. Credit cards are like, "Hey, you made enough money off of us, so, come take this." And I'm okay with that because it's free money. I don't mind paying taxes on it, but I ain't give you no interest. So I came out on top. Now, the other thing that children and adults should know before getting a credit card is how to budget. Hey, if you cannot balance your checkbook, don't get a credit card because it's gonna be used up. You're gonna use it for emergencies. Credit cards are not emergency funds, they're credit cards. They're not emergency funds. Don't save your credit card for an emergency. That's what emergency funds are for. If you need a budget template because you don't have one, hit me up. I'll send you one out. Finally, we need to know what is interest. Interest is that little bit that they tack on every month because you didn't pay the bill in full. I don't like her. I got a $5,000 credit card. I think the interest, I think based on $2,800, the interest is something like no, based on $5,100, the interest is something like 112 a month. That's the credit card he working on paying off, and he paying all of that interest because interest is not my friend, and I didn't make it, so I'm not paying it. So, really quickly, when to add your children to the credit card, when they're old to monitor it, I say about 17. 2, when you can safely practice with them because they will run that thing up. 3, when you've had the account for at least 2 years and in good standing, no late payments, no high utilization, and you and them can understand the purpose of credit, to save money or to make money. What do they need to know? It's not free money. A single late payment can impact you for the next 7 years. Do not use it for an emergency fund, and use it unless you are planning on paying it that same week because treating it like a debit card. And also you need to know how to budget. Do not your credit card based on your check because you make $10, you work 40 hours a week, so your check is gonna be $400. No, it's not, sir. You have to pay Uncle Sam, and he likes his money upfront and in advance. So, know all of this stuff. Now, really quickly, I got a few minutes left, so Imma take a couple of questions because 'cause I'm snowed. So let's see. Y'all got any credit questions for me? Because I 2 or 3 ones. Oh, that's people talking about my Christmas tree. Let's not talk about the fact that my Christmas tree is still up. So any credit questions real quick. Oh, I'm gonna go to Instagram. Oh, wow. Let's see. Comments. Any comments, questions, or concerns before I jump out of here? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I cannot see if y'all put questions. The only person whose questions I saw is Michael, which is weird, not because of that, because he's me nice today. So, all right, loves. Okay. Well, no questions today. Yay! So I'm going to leave you all, but before I go, I'm going to remind you, um, I will be here live every Tuesdays at 2 time, 3 o'clock Eastern. I just added my 18-year-old just to build their credit, kept the card. I love that idea. Brenda. I am a keep the card. In fact, my 19-year-old daughter is up to 5 credit cards. Um, we said starting in February, she will get her first credit card to use. So she has had 5 credit cards, 3 of which she's had for almost a year, and she still practices on my credit card. So really quickly, let me explain that to you guys. I added her as an authorized user when she turned 18 to my credit card. Now, my daughter has been learning about credit since she was 10. I don't play with Um, so I sit down, I do the bills with her, she sees the money come in, she sees the money go out, she understands it's not free money, all of that wonderful stuff. So at 18, I added her to one of my credit cards. She was employed, she gets to use the credit card, and when she gets paid, she has to pay back what she used. So she used it, she paid it, she used it, she paid it. Her score went up. I went ahead and ordered her 2 credit cards, well, went ahead and applied for and was approved for 2 credit cards off the bat. Those credit cards sit in my drawer because she's still at practice stage. So she practices on my credit. She uses it and she pays it back. She's been doing this for over a year now, using my card and paying my card back. So now she has a really good credit score. In fact, she was able to purchase a 2021 Volkswagen without a cosigner by herself earlier this month, as a matter of fact. So proud of her. Who, but now she also got a credit card from the same company that wanted to finance her car. Really good interest rate, really great benefits, all of that wonderful stuff. And so now I am going to watch her use her credit card and then pay me back. So she'll use her credit card and then she'll pay it off every 2 weeks instead of using my card. I know it's freezing up a little bit. I'm sorry. It's just the weather outside and I can't control that. But as I was stating, um, so she uses it and I watch her make her payments because I can log in and see because she did it with our local credit union. I can log in and see what the balance is, and when she made the payment, she just transfers the money over so that the account sits at a 0 balance. That's the next step, and then after me watching her, I'll let her just go on her own because I know she has the principal down, and I'll watch it from time to time. So for the next 6 months, I'll be watching her do it, just same way they teach you at your job, First they tell you what's required of you, then they do on the job training and they, do it with you, and then they watch you do it, and then they expect it of you. We're at the stage where I'm watching her do it, and then we'll move on to the stage where I just expect her to do the right thing, and then I'll look in under her credit. But that's the best way that I have ever learned to teach children about anything, but especially about credit. First, they watch you, then you do it together, then you watch them, and then they do it. It works. All right. If you guys don't have any other questions, I'm going to jump out of here. Let me see. Our offices are still closed today because of the wonderful snow. So great and chilling. That's why I have on a hoodie, and I'm under an electric blanket. But join us live next time, Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 o'clock Wednesday, for next week's edition of Talk to Me Tuesday. I'll see you all then. Bye.